Hi, Anissa Coy here with Firehouse Education and this week's video column. And this is number 4 in our series on cat losses. So if you've missed video 1, 2, and 3, you should go on back and watch it. You can watch this one first though, don't leave me. Also want to make sure that you're subscribed on our YouTube channel so you don't miss any videos, and be sure that you are getting the e-newsletter from R&R Magazine every week. Every Friday it comes out in your email box. If you're not subscribed, jump on over to rnrmagonline.com and go up to web exclusives or resources it might be, and hit the subscribe to the e-newsletter button and get on board. So this, we've already talked about 3 of the 4 key things that you need to have in place and know about in order to do cat losses and be successful at them. The one is, should you even be doing this? Do you have the resources to do this? The second is your documentation. Do you have the right documentation, and do you know how to properly track everything in a cat loss situation? Because it's different than your one-off jobs. The third video that we did talked about adjusters, the 4 different types of adjusters and how to deal with them and how to handle the claim accordingly. And now this week, what we're going to talk about in video number 4 of this series is getting paid. I mean, why are we all doing this, right? Of course, you know that I'm all about community and I'm all about helping others. That's why I love this kind of work. But let's face it, we're not 501(c)(3)s. We're not nonprofit. We are in it to make a profit, and we're in business. So you do need to know how to get paid for your work. And it's very important that you understand this with cat losses, because again, way different animal getting paid on a cat loss situation versus getting paid on these one-off type jobs that we normally do when we're just back home. So there's 2 ways that you'll get actually paid in a cat loss situation. Either one, by the insurance company, which is going to be rare unless you're set up on their program like we were in Irene, or you're going to be paid, which is what most likely is going to happen most of the time, right by the homeowner on the spot, either cash check or credit card, which, by the way, I will strongly discourage you from taking a check from someone in a cat loss situation unless you are set up to do an e-check, so it'll immediately like swipe it out of their bank account, kind of like running a debit card, because that's a really easy way to not get paid. Okay, I mean, you're not gonna have a lot of recourse if someone bounces a check on you, that sort of thing. Okay, and these are going to be probably pretty big checks. I mean, you got to realize each claim, you know, to do a structure content clean in a cat loss situation where you're maybe dealing with smoke intrusion mostly, which is often what you'll find in the fire side of cat loss, you're going to be dealing with anything. Like, I think our average in a cat loss situation is anywhere from $4,500 to $9,000 on a job. I mean, I know it's a big variable, but it depends on the size of the house. And then how much of the structure do we have to clean? So that's a pretty big ticket. That's a big check to take from somebody that might be in another state from you and that you don't know, have never done business with before. So I would really caution you. I don't take checks. I do credit card, debit card, or cash, of course. So I won't do a check in that situation. So getting paid by the homeowner up front, like I said, is going to be the majority of what's going to happen with you. Getting paid by the insurance company is really no different than at home. You know, you get your scope done, you fax it into them, email them into that sort of thing, and you give them your payment authorization signed by the homeowner, and then you get paid. The thing is remember, as I said in video 3 when we talked about the cat loss adjusters, they're right and run adjusters. The homeowner more than likely has a check in their hand, okay? Depending on how quickly you show up after the initial loss, or the initial, you know, catastrophe occurred. So if they already have a check in their hand, you're sending in the bill, obviously the insurance company ain't going to do any good. So what I want to caution you here is that you got to be really good at estimating, okay? You need to be able to have your laptop, iPad, Xactimate with ability to print right there with you, so that you can give your homeowners, you know, on the spot, here you go, this is what it's going to take to get your house back together, or be able to, you know, take credit card, that sort of thing, or have something handwritten. Like we have a form that makes it easy, that we don't have to have, you know, Xactimate right on. It's basically like a cheat sheet for cat loss billing and estimating. So have something in place that you can do this right away, because a homeowner is going to want to know, what are you going to charge them to do this? Like, it's different than if you're going through the insurance company in the one-off situation. Like I said, don't forget, a cat, unfortunately, your homeowner is going to be very weary at this point, okay? A cat loss situation is a huge opportunity, unfortunately, for the scamming companies to come in and take people for a lot of money and not do the work or do shoddy work, okay? Really, really common in these situations. So the homeowner's already gonna be weary. If they had a cat loss adjuster come in, he has maybe even told them, hey, don't tell them you've been paid. If you have a contractor come in, and do not give them a copy of an estimate of this estimate that I did and paid you off of. Because he's warning them, because that's what the scamming companies do. They go, oh, I'll take your insurance estimate. Okay, well, that's how much it's gonna cost you and we want the check. However, you do need to ask them, you know, has an adjuster shown up? Have you already been paid? Is this, you know, did he have a scope of repairs? But you have to do so in a very delicate way, okay? So this is really huge for you to earn that trust with your homeowner. And that isn't an easy task, because you're a stranger walking in from a company they've never heard of before, and they've never met you, and now you're, you know, within an hour or two of being in their house, you're asking them for several $1,000s. So obviously this is going to take a little bit of skill on your part, some really good people skills, and you know, the more presentable you are, that you have a package like a client information folder, things like this is going to really help in that type of a situation, for them to see that you're not just some flim-flam company coming in wanting to get their money. So again, being set up to take a credit card is really huge. Often what we'll do to protect ourselves is we will actually ask for, like, let's say the job's going to be $5,000, I'll use as a number, to clean their home. They're like, okay, great, like, let's do this. We'll take it down, and usually it's half. So if the job was $8,000, I would get $4,000 up front on a credit card, as we are there with our equipment starting the work. So they see I'm here, I'm leaving my equipment running while I'm gone, so they know I'm not just running in and out. Then on the completion of the job, and I make this very clear with them when they still sign the contract with me, work payment authorization form, that I will expect payment as soon as the job's done, okay? So just be very clear with that in your expectations with your homeowner. You know, again, being great with your people skills and communication skills is huge on this part, all right? Just be careful. And you know, I'm going to say this, if your gut tells you maybe things just don't seem right on a job, or if a homeowner doesn't want to even give you $1,000 up front to start work, then maybe this isn't someone you want to do work for, okay? Because there's got to be some trust there. Okay, you can't just put yourself all out there necessarily as a company either, and foot all the bill for this. Okay, so just be real careful in that regard. Well, I hope you found this video valuable. I hope you have found this series valuable. And again, if you missed any of the videos 1, 2, and 3, go on back and check them out on the YouTube channel, or if you're here on rnrmagonline.com, they're in the Ask Anissa section. Be sure and go back and review those. I think you'll find them valuable. Please let me know if you have any questions for me to cover. This series was actually created because of you and the emails that you sent me asking me questions in regards to large losses when I did the video of the recent catastrophes that were going on here in my beautiful home state of Washington, and the fires that were occurring. And so please let me know if you have questions, if there's anything you want me to go over, employees, training, budgeting, job costing, you know, how to clean the toaster, that sort of thing. Don't be shy, don't be afraid. Leave a comment below. We'd love to hear what you think, and what more I can do to serve you and to bring some more cool videos your way. Don't forget, you can also, and you can do that by commenting below with the questions, or email me, Anissa@firehouseeducation.com. Again, be one of the cool kids, subscribe to the e-newsletter and our YouTube channel at Firehouse Education, and I will see you on the next video.